One of the reasons that business owners don't get the valuation they're looking for when it comes time to sell their business is, quite frankly, they haven't got the level of profits they should have. They've been working really hard, often for many years, but it's not reflected in their EBIT. So,
do they need EBIT and profit?
It's pretty important when it comes to selling a business, right? So why is this so? Well, part of the reason is the way they price their goods and services. And that's typically on an hourly rate if they're a service-based business, or about the middle of where their competitors are. And yet they could have a really unique service offering. They're just not doing what we call value-based pricing. And you've got a really good story about that, and it stems from when you were a young lad, I believe.
Young lad, absolutely. Because the story takes place a little bit after World War II, when I was young. And it's actually about a Swiss village that was founded in the early 1300s. And in the middle of the Swiss village was this beautiful, amazing clock tower, which was the centre of their cultural pride and joy for the town. But more importantly, tourists came from all around, far and wide, to go and see this clock tower and listen to it. Yeah. Listen to it, view it at the TikTok and the bells chiming and all of that. No, that was it. Go and look at a clock tower. One day, clock tower stops working. Townspeople get very stressed because this is what brings revenue and money into their town. So the message goes out far and wide to say, can somebody fix the clock tower? Why did it need to go out far and wide? Because the skill had been lost in the town because the clock tower was so old. Months went past before finally, this little old man made his way over the hill and came into the town. And the day that he walked into the town, there was actually a town's meeting happening where the mayor was copping a lot of flack from the townspeople saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? We need this to get our revenue back. Little old man comes in and says, I can fix your clock tower. Everyone goes quiet.
Oh, wow.
The mayor grabs him,
big
takes
statement.
him over. Oh, big statement from little man.
Does he walk him up the spiral stairs inside the clock tower to the clock casement?
Absolutely, he does. He does all of that after he's had a good look on the outside first.
Yeah.
But what was funny, so he's gone around, he's done all the inspection, but he's found this casement on the inside of the clock tower. And he gets his tool bag out, takes out the wooden mallet, and he rubs his hand up and down there, and then he goes, doof, doof.
How does he go?
You like that, don't you? Doof, doof. 2 hits with the mallet on this casement. Clock starts working. Tick tock, everything's
Amazing.
back in. So the townspeople are jumping up and down. The mayor's thinking, I'm getting re-elected here because everyone's going to love me for this. While all of this ecstatic joy is happening, the little old man's writing up his invoice, and he goes over to the mayor and he gives the invoice to the mayor. And the mayor looks at it and he goes, 5,000 francs.
5,000. I'd go 5,000 francs, and I don't even know what a franc is.
But anyway. But he says 5,000, and the little old man said, hang on. Before you look at the overall cost, just look at the itemisation. And the itemisation was hitting twice on the casement, 100 francs. Knowing where to hit, 4,900 francs.
So think about the way you price up your goods and services. Are you truly gaining the level of margin you should for the value that you provide? Now, it doesn't only affect you day to day, but when it comes time to exit your business, you want a good history of good net profit, EBIT, EBITDA, whatever your terminology may be, flowing to the bottom line, because that's going to be the biggest determinant of your exit valuation. Now, if you want a bit of advice around how do I boost my profitability, how do I even do this value-based pricing thing, just comment value in the comments section.